Sup, Nerdmigos? I'm the Jive Talking Nerd, John Norgrove. We've got Wife here. We are at Trek Jive. It is
we are back
the
for
time
Trek
for
Jive.
Trek Jive.
That is
Trek
right.
Jive.
Let's say Trek Jive again. Yo, dog, I got you a Trek Jive because I know that you jive on the Trek. So we're coming at you with a Trek Jive.
That just sounds racist and was not 50 Cent smooth. And I'm going to be honest with you. Edges of that coin got ridges. It ain't even that smooth. So,
all I can do for you is upside down 50 Cent, which is not the
Dead Max, upside down 50 Cent, not even full. She got you a Trek Jive to Trek Jive to Trek Jive. But so, anywho, we're back at it. If you're new here, don't forget to like this video, comment below, share, subscribe, welcome, and all that kind of nonsense. And you know, if you're not new, welcome back. Welcome back. Today we are talking about Season 4, Episode 9 of Star Trek Discovery, Rubicon, which I literally just learned by looking up at the screen because we just got done watching it. And let me tell you what, I have some words. So, first and foremost, what happened in this episode, right? This is always spoilers, so, you know, fucking spoilers or whatever. So what happened in this episode? So basically, we're trying to hunt down, you know, our crew of misfit future badasses are trying to hunt down Book because, you know, he made some poor judgment calls. It's okay. We understand. The Admiral's like, listen, if you're gonna hunt down Book, we need to have somebody else be able to, like, say shit to you. So we bring
you're
back...
You're too close to this.
Yeah, so we bring back the gal who had the breathers, but now her breathers are just, like, dots hidden by her hair, so you don't even notice them. But she's back. It's very fun. I super love her as a character. She joined, like, security forces and, like, did a bunch of secret underground mission stuff. Maybe we get a shoot-off show with her. I'm just putting this out there.
It would be fun.
It would be very cool. It would be very cool, yeah. So, so they hunt Book to a place where he's trying to build the weapon, and, like, Book is, like, Tarka and Book are starting to have, you know, this is starting to be a little bit of a lover's quarrel or whatever. And so, like, Saru and Dr. Space Dad and the pilot and the weapons dude are like, we got this mission. So they go on this mission because, like, Burnham is like, you know, whatever. And
she's like, I know that ship inside and out, and here's all the tricks.
And Tarka, like, basically they, like, dock with the ship secretly, and then, like, a bunch of alarms go off. And Book's like, the fuck is this alarm in my ship? And Tarka's like, oh, I upgraded us the last time. Like, whatever. And, so, you know, Book's like, what the fuck? And Tarka's just like, no, it's totally okay. Like, it's fine, whatever. And then come to find out the way that Tarka upgraded them was, like, some sort of bullshit-ass Tarka way. Also, Tarka is the fucking worst person. Why? Yeah. Why are you ever allowing Tarka to Tarka? That guy is such a piece of shit. So Tarka's just like, I can't reprogram them, so I guess, you know.
He's just standing there, and he's like, oh, it's like a death weapon. They'll die before I can even get past the first layer.
Like a dick.
Well, maybe try harder?
So Book's like, EMP this shit. So he's like EMPing them ferociously through the hull. So that way, like, they can break free. And they barely break free. I mean, really, the front half of the ship breaks free. And, like, thankfully, Woshikun was able to, like, beam them out in time because she's a badass.
Yeah.
But, so, yeah, Tarka's a piece of shit. I don't know how it took this long for Book to realize it, but that's fine. Whatever, I guess. So then, like, they leave, and, like, you know, like, Discovery chases them into the beautiful space monster cloud.
Yeah.
And, because it's a super pretty, like, space scene. And, so, like, they chase them in there, and then there's, like, a little back and forth, and, like, Book's firing just phasers at this thing, and it's only reducing the shields a little bit, and Burnham's just firing phasers at this thing, only reducing, so they're just, like, straight flirting, but with guns.
Like, danger flirting.
They're just, like, gun flirting, right? And so, like, they're gun flirting, and Tarka's just like, why don't we just finish the job? Sometimes we gotta sacrifice stuff. And Book's like, hey, how about you take down the murderous rage thing, like, 50%? And, like, Burnham's like, everybody, don't worry, we got this, whatever. And then, like, right as they're about ready to, like, have to have beef, like, the engineer Space Dad and the AI ship are like, we got it, it's gonna be here for a week. And so she's like, I got a plan, guys. And so she decides to take a shuttle, unprotected, right up window-to-window shot with Book's ship. And she's just like, Book, we have more information. I'm gonna send it to you. Like, let's just wait, and if in a week we can't get with them or whatever the fuck, then, like, we'll use your weapon and it'll be fine. And Book's like, that's a fair agreement. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And then Tarka's just like, eat a dick!
No.
Teleport this shit, because Tarka's a piece of shit. So, like, that shit happens, right? And then, like, Burnham and everybody get back to the ship, and Tarka's like, jump us out of here. And Book's just like, no. And I gotta wait for it to see that the Discovery makes it. And then Tarka's just like, ah! And Burnham, like, gets out. Like, they get out in the nick of time or whatever. And the DMA's destroyed, and, like, everything's ruined, and, like, Book isn't responding to her hails. But then also, at the end, like, the last sting of the episode, the zhuzh part at the very end of the episode is...
the cliffhanger.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's a cliffhanger insofar as it should have been fucking obvious, because that, I mean, it was obvious to me.
Yeah.
We get two zhuzhes. The B-plot, Book and Tarka zhuzh is that Tarka's just like, where's the energy source? Oh no, what are we gonna do? It's not here. It's on the other side of the fucking wormhole from the god species, obviously. Jesus fucking Christ. This guy's supposed to be like a genius, and he's just an asshole and a moron. It's infuriating, this guy, Tarka. Smack him in the mouth. Also, good job, the actor who's playing him, really being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, in real life, maybe the guy's an awesome dude, but he really plays a piece of shit in this show. Let me tell you what. And Book's just like angry face. And then the other zhuzh spot at the end is that Burnham's like, the USS whatever the fuck, detected that it's back, dog. And they show it on the screen, and like, it's back for fucking obvious sake, right? If it was just a projection through a fucking wormhole and the projection closed, guess what the other aliens do? Ah, the thing broke. I will
just send another.
Just unplug it and plug it back in. It's fixed now.
Yeah.
That's all they did. They just unplugged the DMA, plugged it back in. Guess what? We're back at DMAing some Ds.
It's not like
M-A-ing some
It's not
Ds.
like if it was a mining operation that this would be like the only thing.
Yeah,
right?
well, it's like
if
you're drilling for oil or whatever, and they hit like a particularly hard piece of rock, and they're just like, all right, back it up, put it back down, back it up,
yeah,
put it back down. Right? Like if
turn
you've
it
ever
off and turn it back on
if you've ever like drilled into a particularly dense piece of wood that there happens to be like a secret knot in it somewhere, and you're just like, pick it out, there you go, we're back in. So like it's so fucking ridiculous. I mean, this was a good episode. It really showed how much like Book and Burnham care for each other, which is good because the whole time I was very like murder Book. Not that I want to see Book leave.
He was literally screaming it.
I love Book, right?
But it was very loud.
Book made his choice, and his choice was wrong, and is gonna cost them peace talks with a species that can do DMA shit. So I don't know, fuck that guy, right?
Through like a wormhole.
Yeah,
like they're
from outside of the fucking galaxy. Like we don't even know what the fuck's going on out there because they have like a whole ass solar system, like fucking shielded actively. Yeah. So like,
my guess is that they don't even know that they're doing anything wrong.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, like maybe they're gonna end it. Like it just depends, right? They're either gonna end it where like we finally meet this species and they're just like dicks. Yeah. They're like, are you the ones that shut down our mining machine? And they're like, yeah, hey, listen, it was a mistake. Like we're sorry, but you're like wrecking a bunch of our planets. And they're like, eat a dick, fuck your planets, choo 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 choo, right?
Well, they could also turn out being like, well, we don't care how many people die because, like, you guys were mean to us. Well, like, a before time.
Yeah.
Either in between the time that, like, Discovery jumped times or, like, way, like, thousands of years ago.
Yeah. Well, and, like, again, like, what are these guys gonna be like? I mean, like, maybe they're dicks. And then the Federation has to figure out how to fight, like, god tier assholes.
Maybe.
And like that's a thing. But also that's kind of like a bitch made ass answer.
Maybe
you know what I'm saying?
Space salamanders. Maybe
they're warped 10 salamanders. Maybe they're the science fiction progeny of Janeway and
Tom Paris.
And Tom Paris.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what. That's the dumbest and most supported theory I've ever heard. I 100% support. I love. What is it? What did Discovery jump like 3,000 years in the future? Those salamanders, 3,000 years or whatever the fuck. Now they're advanced alien species with super technology. Maybe they learned it from the Saurians from Voyager and the Delta Quadrant. Right? They had some advanced ass technology and were dicks. If you remember, those guys,
people, they were
real fucking assholes. But they were like religion assholes, not like world-killing assholes.
Well, but I mean, I could see that this manifests.
They would do that.
Through,
They would totally do that.
Jerk thing.
It might be, yeah. I don't know. I think that they're gonna show up and they're gonna be like, "Hey guys, you guys are fucking our shit up, and we're super sorry about blowing up your mining rig." And they're like, "Oh, that was you. We didn't even notice it. We're mining a bunch of galaxies. And also, I'm sorry. What did you just say?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, you're like murdering a bunch of us." And they're like, "Oh, well shit, we didn't know. I'm sorry. Boom, turn it off. My bad." Right? Like, I think that that's what it's going to be.
I think that it's going to be... Like, they're making such a big deal of this that I feel like it's
the reveal that they're bad guys is dumb. Honestly, this is what I'm going to say. It's like 75% chance that when they finally get to species 10C, it's just more humans.
Yeah.
Or Klingons, or Andorians, or Cardassians, or oh my god, it would be great if it was Cardassians.
Like nice Cardassians,
like chill ass Cardassians or something. But whatever. It's Borg. Who cares? Like, there's a very good chance in my mind, in my opinion, there's a real good chance that the species that we're gonna see is like definitely a species we know, and like that's the reintroduction of that species, whatever the fuck it is. Like, have we seen a Klingon since they jumped to the future? Maybe it's the Klingon.
Oh, I don't think that we really have.
Right? Yeah. Like, I get that vibe that it might just be like some other shit. Maybe it's like a third species that butted off from the Vulcans, so it's like, Vulcans and Romulans, we're back together again, right? But like the third species is just like, we got super evil guys, what's up? And speaking of Romulans and Vulcans, El Presidente, Romulan and Vulcan, whatever that combined planet, country, nation, people is called, that's escaping me right now.
Vulcanus.
No, that's 100% wrong. Yeah, 100% wrong. But or not, I don't know. But her relationship with Saru is fucking what's up. Let me tell you what, that like end card of Space Doctor Dad being like, do you like, Saru's like, let me ask you some questions. And he's like, okay. And Saru starts talking and he's just like, And then Saru keeps talking and he's just like, all right, let me cut you off right now. Do you like this girl? And Saru's like, I mean, like, maybe I like this girl. And he's just like, well, don't be fucking stupid. Ask her out, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, go get this girl.
I love Space Dads. They are the best characters.
Space Dads are the best.
Oh my god, they're the fucking best. I love Space Dads.
I often think about, like, my
dads
life,
from space.
And I'm just like, if I had, like, cool Space Dads, how much better of a person would I be?
Well, you would definitely be more mild-mannered because you have, like, a counselor dad.
Or, like, depression and stuff.
But they're in the future, and they got anxiety and depression on the ship that has the Space Dads. So I feel like... But you're gonna get dope, insightful-ass, helpful advice from Space Dads.
Yeah, and
which is
adorable.
Which is tight.
Oh my gosh, though, when Saru and the President were
when they first sit down at the beginning of the episode, and they're just... She's like, I welcome any call from you. And he's just like, I have some things that I want to think about. I need to focus. Maybe we meditate. And she's just like, yeah, of course. And they're like sitting there. And she's like, you're distracted. And he's like, yeah, I am. And she's like, maybe we go out to dinner sometime. And he was just like, what?
I was like, did she just ask him out to dinner?
Yeah. I fully ship, 100%. Give them a ship. Give them a whole show. Fuck a ship. Give them a whole ass show. Just do a Star Trek rom-com. Is Saru and the President. Just whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I would watch that.
Oh, it's gonna be the most awkward love.
Oh,
I'm so here for it.
It's the best. I fully support.
It's not like the kind of grand gesture love that was like,
it's
Neelix and what's her name?
It's less Cass. It's significantly less human than Book and Burnham, and I love Book and Burnham.
And it's not like sexy like Riker love.
No,
I think it's more like
it's not Paris and B'Elanna where it's like carnal. To use an inappropriate sounding word.
I was gonna say destructive, but carnal works.
It's more carnal than it is destructive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it'll be like Harry Kim, but true love.
It'll be because
Harry Kim has a cursed love life.
It'll be like Harry Kim and 7 of 9, or Harry Kim and the wrong twin, or Harry Kim and that hologram.
No,
or
but
Harry
those all
Kim
end badly.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
And
I don't think it's gonna end good.
This has the potential not to end badly.
Poor Harry Kim and his sad aloneness. It's okay,
Harry Kim and his cursed love life.
Yeah, he's the best. Forever ensign. But yeah, no, this was a really great episode. I super love this. I think we have like 2 or 3 more episodes before we're like done with this. And then immediately after this ends, it's my understanding that Picard Season 2 comes out. So, yeah, as soon as we're done with this, Picard Season 2, and you get to watch us review those also. Because we're pretty much not going to stop, I mean, theoretically until the next Prodigy, but maybe we'll do Prodigy by then. The old setup, so shout out to our patrons, our Patreons, our patrons, however you say that, because of their support, we're able to increasingly improve the setup. So we have this new setup with hopefully, like, this mic is sounding way crispier and stuff. And we've got, like, more lights, and I've got, like, a whole thing. I'm very excited. I've very recently spent a fair amount of money with tech in order for these to be, like, faster and easier to get off the ground and like, more readily available. So, yeah, expect way more from us in this regard, as well as more Star Trek, always more Star Trek. And if there is in-between time this year, we will finally get back to Voyager, because we still have to finish Voyager, so we can watch DS9, because she's never watched DS9, so we can watch Enterprise, because she's never watched Enterprise, so we can watch Stargate SG-1,
watching DS9.
because she's never seen SG-1, so we can watch Stargate Atlantis, because she's never seen Atlantis, so we can watch Stargate Universe, because I hate myself, and we're going to rewatch Stargate
And also, I have
she's never
some
seen Universe.
Stargate tattoos.
She's only seen the movie,
and I've
she
only
doesn't
seen the
know,
movie.
guys.
But I didn't get the tattoos because of the show.
Yeah.
I got them because they're Egyptian deities, and I love the style.
Yeah.
And and it's not that I have anything against the show, but I never really had the opportunity to watch it. So it's always funny when people see my tattoos and they're like, "Oh my God, is that Stargate?" Then I get to have that moment.
Well, I mean, it is Stargate the movie. It's just not Stargate the show.
Yeah.
The thing
then
was
I get
on
to have
for like
that moment where
7
I'm
years.
figuring out whether or not they're huge fans of the show and they want to talk to me about the show that I've never seen. And then I either have to choose to pretend that I've seen it and like nod and smile until I can exit the conversation, or I have to inadvertently crush their hopes and dreams. It's always an interesting choice. But we got a lot of stuff that we're gonna be watching.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to watch.
And we might be doing some reaction videos for the new Tolkien shows that are coming out too. And we've got some coming out for animes. We'll see what happens.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see about these Tolkien shows. Like, I want to have hope, but I don't trust Star Trek's doing good. Star Wars is not doing great. I mean, Boba Fett and Mandalorian are good. And what's the other one that we watched? The Bad Batch is good, but goddamn, those movies were bad. So, like, I don't have a lot of faith. Just because, you know, like, rehashing old stuff for money hasn't really paid off in the last 5 years.
I feel
Matrix movie.
I'm really excited.
And I liked it, but
for the Tolkien shows.
I hope.
And I have cautious optimism,
Fingers
and
crossed.
they look really pretty, and I like very much want to do like an Elven Queen cosplay, like a Luthien.
That's not until after May. We already have cosplays for Fanime that we still have to work on.
That's right.
Also, stay tuned for us to be doing those kind of videos.
Project videos
and like travel vlogs and stuff like that. So yeah, that should be coming out soon. Don't forget to check out our podcast on this YouTube channel and on every podcast network. And if it's not, let me know and I'll put it there. Horn and Cauldron podcast, a witchy podcast, where every other week we have a full-length episode deep diving and discussing a specific topic, and on the off weeks we have a pub chat where we answer
listener
like
questions,
fan questions, and we
tell a story,
tell a tale, and we review magic in media.
Yeah.
We also have my Pint Nights, which come out theoretically on Fridays, but really they're only happening on Saturdays right now, and they might start happening on Sundays. So whatever, cope with that. To quote an immaculate YouTuber, sometimes they're late, like your mom. But yeah, so stay tuned for all of the stuff. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, share, subscribe, ring the bell, and do all that kind of nonsense. I have been John Norgrove. This has been Julie. This has been Trek Jive, and we will catch you guys on the flip side. Engage? I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's fly. That's what Burnham says. Let's fly.